Today on Hopped Up Beer Review, we are at Ghost Train Brewing Company in downtown Birmingham, Alabama. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer we are drinking. Be sure to like, subscribe, and cheers that notification bell. And check us out on social media. Links are below in the description. Of course, Andy is yet again out of the attic. Jay is here with me. I am Ben. Appreciate you guys joining us. What are we drinking today?
Well, we've got a flight, as you can see, and we'll call this a flight plus since we have 5. The first, we're going with the Select Blonde. It's blonde ale, 5% ABV, 18 IBU, and a standard reference method of 3.
Standard reference method of 3. Very nice.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Andy, we got a little history on the brewery.
You skip right over that, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
So I was checking out all our social media links below.
There you go.
That's what I said. So we'll get to that in a minute. But Select Blonde uses Pilsner malts, cashmere hops. You say it's got a little melon and muscadine.
Good old
tones, but
Southern. Put some muscadine in it, huh?
I'm trying to pick that up, but I was kind of wary when I saw that they described it as a muscadine, but I'm not really getting that, which I'm glad because I'm not the biggest muscadine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You either love or hate muscadine, and muscadine wine is one of the things we have here in the South.
Well, so Ghost Train has 2 locations. We are at their original location on 3rd Avenue. They started brewing in 2014 and then opened taproom in 2016. So this is the original location. Where's the other one? On
First Avenue.
First Avenue.
Yeah.
Okay.
So not far from here, just around the corner.
And hopefully you guys can see at least part of the large Ghost Train logo painted on the wall behind us. Pretty cool. Definitely what you can't see is a lot of the brewery equipment and just a neat setting to come check out if you're in the area. Sure.
Yeah. So what you guys think? Andy, you were thirsty.
I was. No, I'm not. I like it. So it's a blonde ale, lighter. What you expect out of a blonde. Doesn't taste as heavy as 5%.
No,
It's
it's
crisp.
deceptive.
It's not bold in one flavor or another as you would want in a blonde. So this is how I expect a blonde to be. Really good, refreshing. I'll give it a 7.5.
All right, yeah, I think, again, definitely easy to tell that it's a blonde, very light, crisp, easy to drink. I think it's, for a blonde, I think it's right there. For me, it's a 6.5. I like it. I can crush it, but like many blondes, it is what it is. And blondes I like blondes, but maybe not. I'm maybe a brunette guy.
I was about to say, you're talking about the beer still, right?
Yeah, no, wait, no.
Are you saying more blondes are light and crushable? Is that what you're
Better be careful there.
Yeah.
I'm more of a
His wife
dark.
doesn't watch this anyway. So,
Yeah. I'm more of a darker and sour beer. So 6.5.
Yeah, I agree with Andy on this and what you said. I mean, it's a very crushable beer, easy drinking. It kind of gets lost in the shuffle as a blonde. I think that's kind of what you're implying somewhat. Yeah. But to me, it's a lot easier going, clean, crisp. I'll give it a 7.5 like Andy. I mean, it's good.
I think blondes just get overlooked when you have a huge list of beers to choose from, especially when you're at the brewery or you're sitting there with a massive selection at your beer store. And, it's good to have them back when, like on a hot day or after a run. You've been working in the yard, at a game. It's easy drinking, refreshes you. It's not too heavy. You can have it over and over. Your taste buds aren't shattered. So, y'all should consider more blondes.
Yeah, check it out. It's a good one. So
Says the man who's married to a brunette.
I'm talking about the beer.
Oh,
Just
sorry.
keep her out of this, Ben.
So what is that? 7.2.
7.2
Yeah.
for the Select Blonde. Here it goes, train.
All right.
Up next is one of their core beers, the Kaleidoscope Kettle Sour. Comes in at 4.9%, 7 IBUs. Of course, I'm super excited to give this one a shot. So, yeah, let's dive right in here.
Cheers, man.
That actually smells delicious.
Smells fantastic.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Smells like Kettle.
Sour.
That's good.
So this is made with raspberry and blackberry. It's a good combo. We've
It
had it in some
is.
of our other sours when you get the raspberry and blackberry.
I like it.
It's definitely a little more
I like the
sour,
haze, yeah.
a little less tart.
Yeah.
So that's the you know, but you definitely get the fruit there that
Yep.
comes through too, as you would expect from a sour.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I like that one.
All right. Well, what do you think, Jay?
I'll jump. You know, I like it being a little more sour than tart. Like the raspberry, the other flavors that they've got going on in here. I've had it many times before, so it's one of my favorite offerings that they have outside of some of their IPAs that are very good. So I'll rate this an 8.5.
Wow.
Yeah. For me and a sour, you know.
Yeah,
that's
that's
a-
huge. So I think this is going to be interesting because it's going to be a little bit opposite. Because for me,
Yeah, you like the tart.
this I like, but I like. I don't have a better way to describe this other than for me, it's a little flat in the sense that the taste are subdued a little bit,
Yeah.
right?
Maybe that's why I like
You want
it
more of the flavor.
I want more of the pop.
Yeah.
And so it's flat's not the right word. The beer's not flat. It's just that the taste don't pop in your mouth like you would expect.
It's more
I would
subtle
like.
than expressive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want that bam when you taste it. So for me, for a sour, for this one's particular, I'm going to give it a 7. I think it's good. I could definitely drink it again, drink multiples, but I really want that punch in the face of that sour and tart flavor.
Yeah. Yeah, I picked up on that immediately when we started sipping it. It was muted, you know. It's not so bold as some of the other sours that you've rated highly, and so yeah, it's not making you being punched and bent over in a tart face.
Exactly.
You don't pucker.
Yeah. But it's still very drinkable, and I like it. So I'm going to give it a good score at 7.5. I would definitely drink it again. I would definitely buy it if it was available in my area.
So I think it's really interesting here when you think about how, we have Jay who tends to be on the IPA spectrum, me who tends to be more so on the sour spectrum, and Andy's just all over the place. That he gives the higher score on this one than I. And we've had IPAs.
We've had IPAs that have been flipped. I mean,
for the same
you know,
reason.
it's
so definitely
there's
very interesting.
something like that.
So
It's a good combination. That's why we work well together.
exactly, that's why 3 wrongs make a right. Sometimes. So a little foreshadowing there, maybe, but that's going to give us a 7.7 out of 10 for the Kaleidoscope Kettle Sour.
Nice. All right, next on the list we've got the Gulf Coast IPA. It's one of the staples that they have here, their core beers. It's an American IPA that comes in at 6% and 65 IBUs. It's one of my go-tos. I mean, when I'm in the store and I see this is a 6-pack that I pick up all the time because it's just easy drinking, great IPA to me. So I'm excited to try it with you guys.
So
Cheers.
you already have your score, is what you're saying.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mates.
Smell those hops.
You can.
Here we go, y'all.
I can see why it would be one you would go to.
This is definitely a J
Yeah.
beer.
It has the hoppy, it has the bitter. That's definitely there, but it's not.
It's not overpowering. It's easy drinking because it's only at 6%.
Yep.
American. So it's one that I like,
Yeah, I get that totally.
and one they could sell a lot of because it's not, it's not an overpowering one that other people wouldn't want to drink.
Right.
So
Yep.
it's a good intro IPA, if you will, like we talked about some of the gateways.
Yeah.
If you wanted to transition into them, this one would be a good starter.
Well, just like we talked about on the Kaleidoscope Kettle Sour a second ago, you know, it doesn't punch you in the face.
Yeah.
Again, so
This one doesn't either. It's,
right, exactly.
It's subtle.
That's what I'm saying. It's a very muted. If I can steal Andy and the Addict's word, it's a very muted.
Trademarks that.
It's a very muted taste on those hops and that bitter. So
You got any other deets on it?
No.
No.
I
Wow.
haven't.
I mean, what have you been doing over there the whole time we've been drinking? What have you been doing?
Silently judging you.
That's normal.
It's been going on for how long?
Yeah.
20 something years?
At least.
All right, I'm going to jump in here and kick it off. I think this is good. I think if, you know, again, you're not a big IPA drinker, I think this is one you can get and you can enjoy. It's, again, doesn't punch you in the face with some of those flavors, much like, you know, on the last one, you know, when Jay really liked the sour, I really like this as an IPA because it's not overpowering and it's not, you know, too much one way. So, say all that to say I'm going to give it a 7.5.
Again, this is my first time too for the Gulf Coast, and it tastes like a classic IPA. It's your standard American. It doesn't have many of the other additives that you get when an IPA tries to fuse in, you know, to make it hazy, or they have another Gulf Coast with grapefruit juice here, you know, so it's just your standard IPA. So when I think, okay, what's an American IPA taste like? Hoppy, it's got a little bitter to it. It's not so obnoxious West Coast where you are just so blocked away on the bitterness. So it just tastes like, when you just like, okay, here's just plain old IPA, this is what it tastes like. And I'd say an 8.0.
I didn't think anybody could be more long-winded than me on that, but you surpassed it. So
I didn't know if the dude walking away was talking to us or.
he was, but that's okay.
It's okay.
We're doing.
It's what happens when you do a live thing.
You know, when
with
you're doing
this.
a recording on site, you're going to get some extra influences, and that's
Silently
okay.
judging
You get some
myself
noise,
now.
you get some ambient,
That's
you
okay.
get people even talking, walking behind, all around.
Hey, well, we enjoy it.
All right, so
This is
yeah.
why we do it.
So I'll cut it short. I'll make it easy. You know, this is my go-to. I love it. I put it at 8.5.
Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, I think
That makes it easy on the math too.
I don't do math, so, yeah, so. Definitely though, it does give us an 8 again for the Gulf Coast IPA. Really great IPA here at Ghost Train. So check it out.
All right, next up we have the Hana Punch Smoothie Sour. It's at 6% ABV,
Super excited.
6 IBUs, another sour.
Smoothie sour.
That's why I'm super excited.
I don't know that I've ever had a smoothie sour, but well, I take that back. I think
Great.
I've actually had this beer.
Great aroma.
So,
Yeah. Fantastic. Cheers, mates.
cheers, mates.
Cheers, mate. That's great.
That is really good.
That's good. So this uses mango, tangerine, and passion fruit.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the passion fruit.
Could be.
That's why I feel so good about
You
y'all.
know, could
You
be.
like that passion,
I
don't
mean,
you?
there's not the normal box separating the three of us. So for what that's
We
worth.
should go back to the Zoom.
Yeah.
I don't know. Then we wouldn't get the special treats like we're going to have in the next
Yeah.
episode.
Teaser.
Teaser.
Teaser. Be sure to check the
Ah.
next episode here from Ghost Train. So,
I don't even know her.
well,
Anyway, I interrupted your ghost train of thought.
you did, and it's gone. So, Jay, what do you think about this one?
I really like it. I like the combination of fruit that they've got. I like the sour pop on this one. I'm gonna go with the 7.5 on it.
Okay. Andy, I'm gonna make you go next.
You are. It's delicious.
It is.
Really good. It's got a little tart, a little sour, a little fruit to it. It checks off a lot of boxes on a sour. I'm gonna go an 8.0. Really good stuff.
Yep. I think this one has the pop that I'm looking for that maybe the Kaleidoscope didn't, for me particularly. And, you know, I think it definitely blends all those flavors really well together. 8.5 for me. I think
Wow.
this one, is really one I would love to get again. Love to have a lot of, and so
More
yeah.
easy math.
Yeah. And so that's going to be an 8 for the, because I don't pronounce things right.
Hana
Punch.
Smoothie Sour.
Yeah, that's like
Hana.
in conjunction there.
It's just
So-
like hooked on phonics.
Yeah, hey, 8 for that.
Great beer.
Very good. All right, so as a bonus beer today, we have our flight in front of us, but we also have the Judge Juicy New England IPA coming in at 7%, 59 IBUs. I don't know what else to say about this one other than it's an IPA, and I'm excited to give it a shot
Wow.
because the other.
He's excited about the IPA.
I am. The Gulf Coast was fantastic, so definitely looking forward to this one.
So this is another one that you can catch in their distribution. I get it up in North Alabama a good bit.
It's a seasonal, so it's not.
It's
part of their
seasonal,
core.
but they do a good job of distributing it. So, but
Well,
cheers, mates.
yeah, and cheers to Ghost Train giving us a fifth.
A bonus.
A bonus
Special
pour. So, cheers, mate.
Yeah, you can definitely smell the juice.
Yeah.
Coming off the top. I don't, again, they describe it as a pillow soft mouthfeel.
Pillow.
Yeah, the pillowy. We've had that in the past.
Pillowy.
I still haven't figured out what pillowy
I
tastes.
mean, it
feels
a cloud in your mouth, maybe. I don't know.
Although, this looks, it's got the less of a.
I mean, that's got a good SR.
It's
SRM?
not so cloudy. It's pretty
It doesn't. It's
similar.
not a hazy. It's just a New England.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's juicy, hazy, New
Juicy.
England. They're all interchangeable. So
Yeah.
it's got the taste of it. It definitely tastes like a hazy and juicy. It just doesn't look like it anymore.
Right.
So, looks can be deceiving, but it definitely tastes like it.
All right.
How you gonna rate her?
Yeah. What do you say
Oh,
for the
geez.
Judge Juicy?
I like it. It's easy. This one's easy drinking. It definitely doesn't feel like 59 IBUs.
Or 7 ABV.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
They really cut
Deceptive.
it down. I'm going to give this a 8.0. Really good. We've gotten a lot of good beers lately.
yeah, I know. Yeah, it's just been a good adventure
Mhm.
to get out of Zoom world.
Get out of the box.
Out of that.
So
Get out of the attic.
yeah,
Somehow he made it out. I mean, what is life?
Well, I can
maybe
get
this is a
actually
different
good
episode.
beers. Yeah,
What is
what
life
is-
like outside
what
the
is
attic?
life,
Yeah. So, but no. Yeah, I think this one is good for a juicy. I think I really like it. Again, we always preface this, and I feel like I oversay this, and I probably do.
You're a juicy kind of guy.
I'm a juicy kind of guy, but not an IPA kind of guy. But again, the balance is really what I'm always looking for, especially in an IPA, because I don't want it to go one way too far. So for this one, it's very balanced. It does have a little bit of the bitter, but it's the New England style. So I'm going to give this one a 7.5. I like it.
all right.
Have you
Leaves
had this
me.
one?
I've had this one
Okay.
many times. They do different variants on it. It's kind of like another beer they have called the Allurium. You'll see different volumes, as they call them, because, like you said, it's kind of a seasonal.
Yeah.
But this is one that I pick up from time to time for sure. I probably actually have some in the fridge right now. So it's a good, like you said, almost easy drinking. Deceptive. You don't think it's 7% or 59 IBUs for a juicy. I rated it at an 8.5. So it's good beer.
Good job.
So more easy math.
Yeah.
There you go.
Straight 8.
Yeah, you had another 8 for the Judge Juicy New England IPA from Ghost Train. All right, appreciate you guys joining us for this video. We're here again at Ghost Train Brewing Company. We have had an amazing flight, plus a bonus beer here, and it's been a really good time. I know we've all really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Great beer. If you get a chance to come down, definitely come check out the original location of Ghost Train. I haven't been to the
First Avenue
We're on First
location.
Avenue. We're on Third.
We're on Third.
But either one, come check them out. have some great beer on draft. You're going to definitely enjoy what you get here, and just come have a good time.
Yeah. Live entertainment outside.
Yeah.
Food trucks. They selling. Something smells great in here. I don't
Yeah.
know what it is.
Selling sandwiches inside today.
Yeah. So we definitely have enjoyed our time. Come check them out. Enjoy the beer, and we will catch you on the next one. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
I got the big glass.
Wow, you're IPA. Look at you.